What's up, everybody? Tonight on CWW, that's Coliseum Warrior Wrestling, you join us tonight in the Coliseum. We've got some great matches for you here on CWW on the Go Home Show here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, before Sunday's RoadBlock Event. Now, I'll quickly explain RoadBlock for you. We've got 5 matches for you. The 5th one is a bit of a surprise, so I'll leave that for Sunday, I should say. And we'll have 2 matches from SmackDown and 2 matches from CWW, because the main show at the end of the main pay-per-view at the end of the month is Extreme Rules, and that's headlined by Monday Night Raw. They're the only show on it, so we have our own. We have Cactus Jack, tonight anyway, we have Cactus Jack taking on Eddie Guerrero, the free agent we just signed here at CWW. Up next, we've got your CWW Tag Team Champions, The Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, taking on American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable in an elimination tag match. If Chad Gable and Jason Jordan win, they will be knocked to the number 1 contender spot for their CWW Championship. That'll happen at a later date. Then we've got Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a number 1 contenders match for Zack Ryder's WWE CWW Network Championship. That is something I am so excited to see. The winner of that match will have their match at RoadBlock on Sunday. Then we have a triple threat match, Kevin Owens versus Hideo Itami versus Chris Jericho. Then we've got an amazing match, AJ Styles versus Goldberg. Then the main event of the evening will be Lita versus Asuka. The winner will be taking on, at this Sunday's RoadBlock event, the CWW Women's Champion Nia Jax. So let's get right in on the first match, Cactus Jack versus Eddie Guerrero. So let's see who picks up the win, Cactus Jack versus Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero, the free agent, has made his presence known here on CWW by picking up the win. Up next, we've got Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder taking on American Alpha. Let's see who's able to pick up the win. And the Revival are able to hold off Jason Jordan, Chad Gable. What does this mean for the tag team division? We'll find out soon enough, probably next week on CWW. Now we'll check out Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the number 1 contendership of the WWE CWW Network Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And out he comes, Finn Balor, the Demon. Finn Balor is hugely supported by the fans, as you can tell, here at the Coliseum. Finn Balor has an amazing style, making his CWW debut for y'all. We're going to be able to check out his match here, and hopefully he's hoping to prove himself here in front of the audience that he deserves to be the CWW Network Champion. He told me earlier tonight that he was going to do whatever it takes. He's had amazing matches with Shinsuke Nakamura before in places around the world, but this is the first time they're meeting here in Universe Mode, so he said he wanted to do whatever he could to make it an extra special match. And there you see the crowd, just their support for Finn Balor here in the Coliseum. Here in Universe Mode, he is making his first match, and I can tell you by the way the crowd is reacting, the noise they are making here in the arena in Pittsburgh, he has their support. And he's out here and he's going to prove to everybody just how good he is. He's going to make his presence known here on the world stage. He's going to put on the best match he possibly can. But he sure has one heck of a job in front of him, having to take on the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And all I can say for the network champion and Zack Ryder, whoever wins this match, whoever wins, Zack is going to have one heck of a time trying to beat. And I can tell you, based off of these two men's styles, this is going to be one heck of a match, one heck of a hard-hitting, brutal match. And out he comes, the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And I can tell you the sound of the fans singing his music here is deafening. And you can just see the figure he cuts. He is one of the stiffest workers in professional wrestling today, and with support all around the world for his strong style. He is known as the King of Strong Style for a reason. And just like Finn Balor, he has made his presence known around the world. But here in Universe Mode, both these men are trying to do and are going to do whatever it takes to win that #1 contenders match so they can hold gold here in Universe Mode. Shinsuke Nakamura, he had told me earlier that just like Finn Balor, these two consider each other great friends. They've been together around the world, but they know that it's an insult to their opponent, to their friend, to hold back. So they both said they're going to do whatever it takes. That they're not going to hold any punches back just because they're friends. They know that in this business, friendship ends when the bell rings to start the match, and it comes right back as soon as the bell rings to end the match. They'll do whatever it takes in between those bells to pull off the victory and be the one with their hand raised high at the end. So now, let's get this match started and see who will be your #1 contender for the Network Championship. Finn Balor starts off with control just by body slamming Shinsuke Nakamura. And now he drops the elbow onto the Japanese sensation. He goes outside the ring. He knows it's a Falls Count Anywhere match. And he goes for a sledgehammer. And he goes and he misses, which allows Shinsuke Nakamura to get control of this match. And Finn Balor's head just barely missing the metal of that sledgehammer when he's just dropped on the ground. And now Shinsuke Nakamura just reaching back the arm and hyperextending the elbow of Finn Balor. And now just stomping onto Finn Balor, onto the demon. Ooh, and now a vicious knee to the chest and to the head of Shinsuke Nakamura. Finn Balor seems to have regained control. And he's got Shinsuke Nakamura in a front face lock, and then he just drives the elbow into the back of the head. Shinsuke Nakamura off the ropes, and a swinging neck breaker by Finn Balor onto Shinsuke Nakamura. Finn Balor's going top rope. What could he have in mind here? Shinsuke Nakamura starting to stand up. Ooh, and a vicious drop kick from the top rope. Finn Balor just hurtling himself at his opponent. But now Shinsuke Nakamura able to take control when Finn Balor tried to pick him up. But now another reversal. Finn Balor again able to gain control of this match. But no, another reversal. And again, another reversal. These two men are just going back and forth, showing us just how well they know each other. And a sit-out powerbomb by Finn Balor onto Shinsuke Nakamura. He dragged him to the center of the ring and goes for the pin. 1, 2. That's not nearly enough to keep the King of Strong Style down. And now has his head in a scissor lock. Finn Balor's driving his elbow into the top of the head of Shinsuke Nakamura. And now a vicious kick to the back. Ladies and gentlemen, that had to hurt. Ooh, and now a stomp just on the back of the elbow. And now he goes outside the ring, throws himself over and misses wildly when Shinsuke Nakamura rolls out of the way. And now Shinsuke gets control of that sledgehammer that Finn Balor took into this match to begin with. But again, another miss allows Finn Balor to get control and drop the sledgehammer onto the ground. Finn Balor goes up top and is now just striking the forehead of Shinsuke Nakamura with fist after fist. And now another strike for good measure as Shinsuke falls to the ground. But no, a reversal. And now Finn Balor is thrown outside of the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura picks him up and just drops him on his back onto that ring apron. That ring apron is the hardest part of the ring. Right there, it's where it's the hardest, and it's just going to break your back. Finn Balor starts to pick up Shinsuke and goes for a punch, but Shinsuke reverses it. But Sling Blade! Finn Balor hits the Sling Blade on Shinsuke Nakamura. Ooh, a vicious punch. And he's going for his suplex, the 1916. And he hits it. He hits the 1916 suplex. Folks, this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. We could see this match end right here. But no, Finn Balor decided he hasn't done enough damage yet. He knows his friend. He knows Shinsuke well enough. He knows that this is not going to be enough. Now Shinsuke Nakamura taking control of this match with a reversal. And now stomping on the arms of Finn Balor. And now onto the lower back of Finn Balor. Just a vicious, vicious stomp. Now Shinsuke Nakamura picks up Finn and just kicks him as hard as he can across the back. And again, another stomp onto Finn Balor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a brutal match as we've seen up to this point. Both these men will do whatever it takes. Now Shinsuke Nakamura crossing the legs of Finn Balor and now shoving that chest back into the hard concrete floor. Now Shinsuke Nakamura has got something in mind, and he just stomps on the chest of Finn Balor. Shinsuke picks him up and goes for the punch, but Finn Balor reverses it and returns a strike of his own. He goes for the pin with the crucifix hold. 1, 2. It's not enough. Shinsuke Nakamura is able to kick out of it. Ooh, and now he drops the elbow onto the back of the head of Shinsuke Nakamura. He goes for the strike but misses when Shinsuke reverses it. Now Shinsuke Nakamura thrown into the barricade. Finn Balor picks him up and goes for another 1916 suplex. Is that enough? Nope, now Finn Balor thrown into the barricade by Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, another back and forth between these two men who just know each other so well. Picks him up and drops him again. Finn Balor doing a lot of damage to the upper body and to the torso of Shinsuke Nakamura. The front and the back has received a lot of damage here tonight. And there it is, the 1916 suplex. He thinks he's done enough. He goes for the pin. Out comes the ref. 1, 2, 3. This match is over, and we have a number 1 contender for this Sunday's RoadBlock event. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you what an amazing match this has been. We've seen greatness in that ring today between Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura. Finn Balor looking to claim his first Universe Mode Gold, has succeeded in earning a number 1 contender spot by putting on one heck of a match with the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And this match just proves the brutality. And there's the 1916 suplex. This match just proved the brutality that can happen in a Falls Count Anywhere match where the hard concrete floor is legal grounds to just drop your opponent. And there we see Finn Balor celebrating in the ring with that sledgehammer he tried to use, well, that both men tried to use, but never became a factor. Finn Balor was able to secure the victory, and he'll move on to this Sunday's match against Zack Ryder. Up next, we have Kevin Owens versus Hideo Itami versus Chris Jericho. Let's see who's able to pick up the win in this triple threat match. And Kevin Owens is able to pick up the victory, beating Hideo Itami and Chris Jericho. Up next, we have the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, taking on the icon in Bill Goldberg. Let's see who's able to pick up the victory. And Goldberg is able to beat the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, here in a singles match. Up next, we have a number 1 contenders match for the CWW Women's title between Lita and Asuka. Let's see who's able to pick up the victory here. There they are, those just piercing eyes, seemingly to stare into your soul. And out she comes, Lita. Lita's making her first appearance here in Universe Mode, main eventing tonight in the #1 contenders match against Asuka. Both of these women have been crucial for women's professional wrestling around the world, and they have been proving themselves time and time again. And here in Universe Mode, either one of these contenders will put on one heck of a match this Sunday against Nia Jax at Roadblock. And here comes her opponent, Asuka. Asuka coming out in that beautiful robe she always does, and that, not to lie, creepy mask, that creepy kabuki looking mask that she comes out in. But Asuka has put on amazing matches and has been a brutal competitor, to say the least, in the ring before. And she's going to put on one heck of a match tonight against Lita, one that I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see them get into this ring and for that official to ring the bell, and that is only moments away now. All I can say is, just like Zack Ryder, Nia Jax is going to have one heck of a hard time against either one of these opponents this Sunday. And let's get this match started as the official rings the bell. Asuka starts off strong, running at her opponent, but Lita is able to reverse it using her veteran experience. She steps out of the ring and throws herself over with the standing moonsault, or the springboard moonsault, I should say, and drops the elbow onto Asuka. Lita's proving her experience here in this ring, but Asuka, also having experience around the world, is able to retake control of this match. And she just drops Lita, her entire body weight, onto her own arm. And now she rolls through her with her own arm, again just doing damage to that arm and shoulder, just trying to do whatever she can to weaken Lita. Asuka uses a submission hold for her finisher, so she's trying to do whatever she can to damage the joints and muscles of Lita, making them weaker and weaker, so that when she locks in her Asuka lock, Lita will have no choice but to tap out. Lita, retaking control of this match, throws Asuka against the ropes, picks her up, and slams her with authority, just rotating. And she drops the leg on the head and neck of Asuka, and vicious stomp to the chest. Folks, these ladies are not holding back. These women as competitors, these women are just as hard-hitting as any of the men we have. These guys, these women have proven themselves around the world, and here they are putting on an amazing match, main eventing here in the Coliseum. These women are just going through hell with each other. Asuka goes for a body slam on Lita, but Lita reverses it and goes for the leg. Asuka drops Lita with a headbutt. And now she gets behind her, and it looks like she's going for a suplex, but Lita rolls through and goes for the pin on Asuka. The official's running to count 1, 2, 2.5, almost 3. Lita used her veteran advantage of knowledge and was able to put Asuka in just a threatening position. It looks like she's got her in a crossface looking for the tap out, but Asuka is able to get out of it. There's not nearly been enough damage done yet. And she picks him up with a snap suplex to drop Asuka. Asuka picks Lita up, or Lita picks Asuka up, I should say, but Asuka throws Lita into the corner, but there's another reversal. Lita going for a finisher, but she is reversed and dropped into a clothesline. And now Asuka looks like she's going for something here. She picks her up, spins around, And she's going for the Asuka lock. She's got it locked in. Will Lita tap out here to the Asuka lock? Folks, we are seeing one heck of a match. Will the former women's champion Lita tap out? But no, Lita is able to get out and she elbows her opponent in the forehead while escaping the hold. Asuka now throws Lita to the outside of the ring, picks her up and throws her back down, slamming her hard, and now goes for the pin. 1, 2. Lita is able to kick out and just sit up. And now a vicious dropkick to the back of the head by Asuka onto Lita. But now Lita reverses Asuka, trying to pick her up and throws her back to the ground and drags her towards the center of the ring. 1. And Asuka is able to kick out. Not nearly enough damage has been done yet. And she drops the knee onto the back of Asuka. And she's going for the top rope, or for the middle rope, and rolling senton. Again, Lita's just taking control of this match. But now Asuka's able to, again, take control and now throws Lita into the corner. Asuka goes for a vicious kick, but no, Lita's able to reverse it and put Asuka in the corner, but again, another reversal. Asuka now drags Lita into the center of the ring and goes for the pin. 1. But no, Lita is again able to kick out. And now Lita's taking control of this match. And now just drops Asuka onto her back. Goes for the pin. 1. Asuka's able to kick out. Lita picks up Asuka. And she hits it. She goes for the pin. 1, 2. And Asuka is somehow able to kick out of this and keep this match going. Folks, this match is just amazing. Asuka's taking control of this match. And now she's going. Ooh, and she uses that hip check, that running hip check into Lita. 1, 2. Lita is able to kick out of it. Now Asuka looks like she's going for the Asuka lock again, but has enough damage been done this time? She rolls her onto the back. She's got her locked in. She's got the Asuka locked in, and now is just wrenching the neck and the arm of Lita. Has she done enough damage? Yes, Lita has tapped out, and Asuka is your #1 competitor for the CWW Women's Championship. Folks, we've just seen one heck of a match here in the Coliseum with these two women going back and forth with reversal after reversal, as we see right now. Lita reversing what appeared to be a strong slam into a roll-up pin, but is not able to pick up the victory with that. Now we see Asuka slamming Lita onto the ring, going for the pin. Folks, this has been an amazing match, and I cannot wait to see what Lita is going to do in her career here in CWW, but I really cannot wait to see what Finn Balor and what Asuka are going to do to the current champions this Sunday at the RoadBlock pay-per-view. This, folks, is going to be one heck of a pay-per-view, and you guys definitely should not miss out. We see both these women put on amazing matches. And folks, I just want to thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Like the video if you like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel. I have been your host, Stinger, and I'll make sure to catch you next time this Sunday at RoadBlock. And be sure to check out Monday Night Raw the night after. We've got some big things in store for you there. But again, I'd just like to thank you for checking this video out, and I'll catch you next time.